Hey guys, it's MikeGoG with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Today we're just kind of rolling through the account, getting us set up for the upcoming update. It's the off week update, so there probably isn't a lot going on. That's coming in tomorrow night actually, but there is Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic that is available in the shard shop. So I'm gonna try to get enough tokens to get that going. So I'm gonna go into the I think it's the arena shop, could be the clan shop, not real sure, but in one of the shops I should have enough tokens available to buy one of the legendary relics that are in there. I'm also gonna see if I can put together any extra relic summons that we can pull and hopefully get some stuff on the account. And then if I have to, I'll go back and I'll sell some of the stuff. Unfortunately, I'm sitting on 7 fragments of Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic, and it has not come back since then, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is available in the shard shop. So if I can swing in there and purchase it, I definitely want to do that. Right now, I am actually farming brooches so I can finish up all the passive skill upgrades on my account. I am sitting on, I think, 1 or 2 upgrades for Claudius, and then a few upgrades for useless Charlotte. So I'm going to go ahead and get, these are the ones I need right here. So we're going to get those on the account, see how many of those upgrades we can get done, hopefully get all of our passive skills upgraded on every champion in the game on our account. That'd be kind of a big win for the day, at least as far as getting that dialed in and making some progress. But once we get that all dialed in, we're going to go about getting some of those tokens for the shard shop and hopefully get Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic today. So we wrapped up some of that farming. We still have 303 stamina there, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get into there a little bit later. But on the skill up here, we do have 1 more skill to level up here. On these guys, I can go ahead and use my inventory right here. I got 228 of these boxes, and once I'm done with this particular level up, now Claudius is completely wrapped up, and the only one I have left is Charlotte. So realistically, and oh, Charlotte only needs 1, but she needs 8 more of these. I should have just kept going. So we're going to go ahead and get those 8 more, and then we're going to go into here, grab these. But the nice thing there is now I'm sitting on all of those selector chests, and so as new champions come into the game, I can use those specifically for those champions, and I'm accruing those as well. So they'll just kind of stack up for these talismans. So I definitely don't really need to farm these anymore. Every champion in my entire account, once I upgrade this guy here, all of their passive skills will be leveled up, so I can focus entirely on books and relics as opposed to the passive skills. So that's gonna be a pretty big win. But we're gonna jump back in here over to hell mode, jump on 10-5, and we're gonna run this back. I tried this team to see if it would go a little faster. I don't think that it did. It actually probably slowed me down a little bit. All right, so we jumped over into the event dungeon, got some points there so we could get in there and get the legendary pull. That's in there for 70,000. I think that pretty much wraps up me in here. I purchased everything I feel like I really would want out of here. Not a lot of spots for me to get extra summons on the standard pulls for relics, so gonna be a little bit, we're hoping for a little bit of luck here. But if we get back out into the item bag, we'll take a peek at what we do have available to pull and hopefully get to Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic there. Let's get some of these guys on the account here. Let's jump in that item bag. So we do have the 1 legendary piece we just got there. We actually have a legendary hero. Not entirely sure when I got. I think it was a 30-day login actually is where that picked up. That's a Frost Relic for Vivian, not a damage dealer, and I do already have it. So that will be one that's worth selling. That's, you know, I mean, it's tough to not upgrade them because it's a 5-to-1 by selling to get a new relic, but a new relic on the account could have a bigger benefit to your account than upgrading a relic, especially one. Hey, Merlin, that gets us the chivalry level 8. That's awesome. But it might be less of an impact than upgrading one or enhancing one of the relics that's not even a damage dealer, because they do more damage on the off affinity. So that's kind of, you know, it's just one of those decisions you kind of have to muddle with and figure out what works out best for you. We did get a rare there, but most of those are probably going to be either tokens. Hopefully we don't have to sell too many of those. We'll see how we do. We got 5 pulls here, 10 pull there. We don't have any storm, and then we have a 50. Basically 50. We'll got basically 50 there. Maybe we'll do a 10-pack of these guys as well. Just see what's going on in that space. Well, let's jump over into Lake Avalon and see what we can get done. For Hersia, I would want to go for an additional summon if I can, but we're 8 days in, or we got 8 days left. and I'm not sure if I can get all the way to 60. So I might sit tight and see if we get closer before I turn that into a 10-pack. But on this guy here, we'll go ahead and pull these 50. We're going to take Merlin out of the summoning pool because we just got our Chivalry level 8 for him. And we're going to continue on down the line. It looks like Gillian's going to be our next one there. So we'll put her in there and start working in that direction, and see about getting all those old school champions up to chivalry level 8. We are guaranteed to hit pity. Hopefully we can get 2 in this time frame, but we are guaranteed at least 1, which is pretty cool. So we'll see about doing that. Now these aren't doing anything for us on getting Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic because it's a different token that you're earning there. But you know, nonetheless, there'll be tokens for the shard shop. Get us some other goodies in there. Maybe even get us a legendary where we can get an additional chivalry on the account. In the last video I did, we did 13 chivalries in a single day. We're not going to get close to that today. We're looking at probably 2, maybe 3, potentially 4. Although I do have some of the selector items that could go for an additional one if we happen to get lucky enough to get 2 in this 50, which not looking good so far, but we'll see. But we could also get into that selector chest and pick up another chivalry as well. So maybe get 4 or 5 on the account today, which is still going to be a pretty big win, considering I wasn't even really planning on pulling. I was really just trying to get Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic. So it looks like it is going to send us all the way to pity, but hopefully it'll give us a little 2 pull right here at the end of this just to keep us engaged. So we're going to go ahead and turn that in. We got to spend a little bit of rubies to make that a 10 pack. Definitely getting a legendary. Hopefully we get 2. Can we get 2? Come on now. Let's see what happens. We got 1. We got 1. That's all right. All right, let's find out who it is. Skip through. Your power erupts like a volcano. I think that's Sigrun, isn't it? Yep. So we got a Sigrun pull there, just starting to stack up those chivalries on there. She comes at you pretty hot there. But got that buttoned up, and we'll get her up to chivalry level 6. So we're getting pretty close to that chivalry level 8 as far as that goes. Get back over here into Lake Avalon, the Flame Relic here. We are not guaranteed to hit pity here. Maybe we can get a little bit lucky. We may need a little bit of luck on our side. I got to take a peek and see where we're at. I think I have 22,000 tokens, and then we did get that Vivian's relic, so that'll make it 30. So we might be kind of close as far as trying to get to that Frost Relic. So we may or may not make it, but we're going to do our best and see what we can make happen. And we have 5 of these guys here. We'll go ahead and pull these individually just in case we happen to get lucky. 30 away from pity, so not guaranteed anything as far as that goes, but we'll take a rare for sure. That's going to help us out. I am trying to actually upgrade all these percentages as we go, but I'd much rather get the Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic than start stacking up, you know, 8% on some of these random champions that I'm never using. I'd definitely rather get a relic that I might actually use. That being said, I actually haven't looked at the Frost Relic to know whether or not it is useful, but Caliburn Arthur is a fantastic champion. His Storm Relic is amazing. His Flame Relic's amazing, so I'm assuming his Frost Relic is going to be pretty good as well. Might be a bold assumption, but we'll see about getting it on the account nonetheless. One more pull here. Hopefully we get a little lucky. It is not looking good. We got a common or uncommon with a single arm there, but let's jump over into the shard shop and see what we can get as far as tokens go. All right, we got to sort it out. We're going to get 29,250 right here. That should be enough for us to get to Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic, I believe. So 52, I think actually 52,500, maybe 5250. We're gonna find out. Let's see here. We need 52,500, so we're 125 short. So let's jump back over there and get just a little bit more. All right, there we go. So we did one more rare relic there just to get us over the hump. And here we are with Caliburn Arthur's Frost Relic. We're gonna pick that up, put it on the account, and go see about upgrading it and getting it ready to rock and roll. We did also pick up Merlin's 8th Chivalry here, so that's going to be a skill effect enhancement that's going on there. So that's going to be a big win on that. Getting another champion to level 68 or level 8 Chivalry, plus I got to level him up as well. So he will be on level 68, but we're starting to really stack up and kind of end game a lot of these champions, which is pretty cool. As we jump over into Caliburn Arthur over here, we got the Frost Relic there. We're going to go ahead and pick that up, get it on the account. That's going to be a pretty big win there. We're going to see about getting it leveled up as far as we can. We'll see where we get stopped out. I actually probably don't have the resources because I have been kind of leveling a bunch of relics up in the background. So I'm running out of these sand pieces here and a lot of these relic breath and so forth. So we probably only get to level 30 or 40 would be my guess. But we'll get it as far as we can and then probably start working on enhancing some of the skills on it as well. All right, so we got it to level 40. We do not have the sand in order to advance it. We get it 4-star awaken, and then on the skill up, probably not going to get very far, but we're going to go ahead and get it as far as it will let us go, as far as getting those upgraded. So I am trying to go through and max out all of my relics on the account, slowly but surely, kind of starting with the folks that I'm using the most. But that being said, I just kind of want to start moving in that direction. Yeah, now we got Claudius all wrapped up on her skills as far as the passive skills go, and we're going to have Charlotte done as well. So now at this point, all of my farming can move away from these passives and move over into those weathering stones that can start upgrading the relics. So I think that's going to be a pretty big win as far as that goes, just because the completionist in me loves the fact that I don't have to farm that anymore until a new champion comes into the game, and then I just make sure that I stay on top of the relics on top of the champions as they come in, and make sure their passives stay maxed out. Then I can focus all my attention on building up the relics on each of these champions and getting those maxed out as well. And then I was thinking about pulling these guys here. You do get a lot of these every week in the Hall of Conquerors, and I do have enough to pull some and get some chivalries on some folks, but I think I'm going to hold them until Lucius comes into this, because I was only able to get him to chivalry level 3, and at chivalry level 5 his entire kit opens up, and I think this would be a great way for me to get some chivalries on him without utilizing the mastery memory stones, but I can do that and then get him on the wish list as well, because I think he's going to be a really strong champion also. So I think I'm going to hold off on pulling those and just stick with the Merlin that we did get, as well as the Sigrun. I almost completely forgot about the chivalry level 6. We're picking up 15% defense, so we'll take that and get that on the account as well, but we'll just stick to those 2 chivalries today. Still, you know, making progress inch by inch. We're getting there, making some magic happen. So we're going to keep on keeping on until we get all those champions to chivalry level 8. Then we'll start maxing out some champions that we're using, which will be pretty fun. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. It means the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.